Episode 2.
It started like 2
No.
minutes ago. Yes, this is data. This isn't free. This takes up space, and I don't want to just keep. Episode 2 started off with a very happy note. Okay, I'll start. You know what I noticed from the first one, which I didn't realize was going to be the first one,
What?
that I really don't like about myself?
What?
I say like a lot.
You do. You do. That's one of the things that I noticed when we first started dating, actually.
Really?
Yeah, because it's something that my family very much snipped in the bud as soon as I was like...
So what you're saying your family
Well, they
has
said that
noticed that?
No, I'm saying about like how I was raised. When I had that habit...
You just did it, by the way.
When I was raised.
You filled in
I know.
an empty spot with like.
I know. But when I had that habit, when I was raised, also with and like or any filler words, my family said you do not speak like that because it makes what you sound like lesser. See, it's really hard. It's really hard, but I've been influenced by you because I've been living with you for like a year
Don't say
now.
that. I've
It's
noticed
true.
about myself, if I focus on it, I don't do it.
Yeah.
If I think to myself, I'm not going to say like or as filler space, because that's what it is. It's just
It's filler space.
you are taking a break mentally on what you're saying, and you are scared. Most people are scared of silence.
Mm-hmm.
They feel like if they stop talking, they seem dumb.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't think it's something that's conscious. I think it's subconscious that it's your turn to speak, so you keep speaking. So instead of just having silence, you input like or whatever sound. And for some reason, mine's like, and I hate that about myself. And I don't notice it until I listen to myself speak, which is very rare because you never listen to yourself speak.
Yeah.
But now that we did that and I started listening to it, I was like, I was like, so that one makes sense.
Bubbly got
Drinking
you?
bubbly.
Yeah,
I was like, shit, I say like a lot.
you do.
So I'm making a commitment to not do that anymore.
Okay. Why? You just don't like the way it sounds?
Well, I think it makes you sound dumb.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something that, because everyone does it.
Mm-hmm.
Most people, the only people who don't do it are people who are good speakers.
Mm-hmm.
No one does it on purpose. It's like I just did it.
Yeah.
It is a subconscious
Filler.
filler
For your brain.
for your brain. And it's just not a good way to speak.
I notice that when I teach, I don't say it.
Mm.
Or when I'm in a position of authority,
Yeah.
my brain doesn't say it.
And I've noticed,
But casually, it comes out all the time.
yeah, and I've noticed in the past when I've been in a situation where I'm speaking in a similar sense, some sort of authority, or I'm supposed to be speaking or whatever, I don't do it as much. And it's because I think you're actually thinking about what you want to say versus a casual conversation. You're just, you don't really care about spaces. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What?
I'm just thinking, wow, what an interesting conversation.
A lot of people are going to... I just blanked on what the word is. Not sympathize. What is it? Relate.
Relate.
A lot of people are going to relate to this. This is a very relatable conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everyone does it.
It's true.
And I just realized I do it a lot. And I don't like that about
Do you know
myself
what we're gonna
because
get
I feel
after
like
this
I'm
episode?
like a 14-year-old girl saying like. Oh my God.
You do say it a lot. It's
I
something
know.
that I noticed when we first started seeing each
How
other.
come you didn't say anything?
Well, I'm not gonna say, hey, we're just starting to go out, but you speak a little.
We are supposed to politely critique each other.
Yeah.
It is a main point of a healthy relationship.
Yeah. So it was like you yesterday telling me at the gym how I can't squat. That was a light critique.
That wasn't a relationship thing. That was a health and wellness issue. That I hope anybody who is serious about your physical health and wellness would have
Maybe I
tell
should
you
told
that
my doctor that today.
yeah. So I went to the gym yesterday, and
I don't know how
I
to
realized I
squat.
can't squat. But I think it's one of those things.
I just
that
got long legs.
It is very difficult.
I have very long legs.
I've been doing back squats for like 2.5 months now.
So you've been doing back squats for 2.5 months now, or was it like 2.5 months?
Fuck off. I noticed it and I decided not to say anything about it. And it took me probably about a month of focusing on form to figure out how to do it well, because we're long. We got
We're
long
long.
ass legs, and it legitimately is not an excuse. I said it again, motherfucker. Not an excuse. It legitimately is a lot more difficult to do any sort of weight movement when you're long,
Yeah.
because you have that much further to push. If you see professional weightlifters,
They're tiny.
a lot of the times they have very short limbs. Not always, but a lot of the times they have very short limbs. And you see dudes who are like 160 pounds pushing like 3 times their weight, but they're only pushing it like that far. We have an extra. It's the same thing with plank. You know, you're done like plank, like an
The
ab
exercise?
plank. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, I forget the math.
Like a plank or a plank?
I forget that. I'm getting better.
You are.
We'll put a counter on. Maybe you should count.
Okay.
Get a piece of paper
So
and
you
write
don't
it down.
want me to tell you. You just want me to count.
Yeah, and then I'll just look at the analytics over the course of multiple episodes and see if I got better.
Okay.
But I was saying a plank, I forget the math, but for every inch of height, it's X times more difficult to do a plank. So someone who does a plank at 6'6", it's a lot harder to do that than someone who does a plank at 5'6", which makes a lot of sense. But anyways, the point is, you are an athlete and have been an athlete your whole life, but squatting, you just struggle with it, and that's fine.
I do.
Everyone struggles with one thing or another. I literally can't bend my knees to a certain point.
Yeah, how are you sitting today? You good?
Yeah, I unironically, in the first episode of Bad Knees,
You fucked up your knee?
I fucked up my knee by sitting on a couch. And yeah, so that happened. Oh well. It's better today. But it legitimately is the worst that knee has been in like a year. Said it again. Anyways, we'll work on your squats.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also,
I don't love that I had an audience for that.
that's such a common thing that people
Yeah.
are nervous. Nobody's looking at you.
At the gym.
Yeah.
I should preference this. We tried this at the gym.
Yeah, this is at the gym at probably the busiest time of day to go to the gym.
Yeah.
If anybody
I just find
watches
I
you-
find it very alarming being around people who you can tell are actively a lot more fit than you. Because I'm not a very fit person. I'm a
You're
dancer.
a very fit person.
I'm a dancer. Like, I'm fit in the areas that I'm fit, and I'm weak in the areas that I'm weak. But compared to a lot of bodybuilders that go to the gym that we frequent, I do not fit in, which is fine.
Which is fine. It just happens to be that you're in the environment that is their environment.
Yeah.
If you took all the guys in there who are just yoked out of their minds and you tried to show them how to pirouette,
Try again.
ballet, they wouldn't be able to do anything.
Yeah.
It's just a different environment. You're not into weights, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I think what you can do with ballet and dance is a lot more difficult skill-wise than lifting weights. Like, much more. It takes much more practice.
Yeah.
Lifting weights is just like learned
decimated
form.
me a bit, not being
Yeah,
able
but-
to squat in front of a room of yoked people.
That's okay. That's how I feel when I go to yoga.
Yeah.
And
I thought you almost taught yoga.
I did. I used to be very good at yoga.
What happened?
I think, well, like, legitimately what happened is when I was 18, I got really into yoga because my body was fucked up from volleyball. and it was a solution to fix joints and whatever. And I got super into it, and I almost took a teacher training course, and then I went traveling, and I just never got back into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you didn't take a mat on the road with you?
I think I did, actually. I told myself that I was going to do it while I traveled, and I did.
You didn't.
Yeah. But I used to be able to do handstands and crazy poses and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just, it just stopped. It went away. But you'll be able to do a squat eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah. It's one of those things that, it's also one of those things that most people, you ask them, they're going to be like, yeah, I can do a squat.
But it's not a real squat.
Most people can't ass to grass, as Instagram gym hashtags say it.
Is that a trend, Instagram?
It used to be.
Yeah.
I might be dating myself by saying that. But it is very very, very difficult to go into a full squat and come back up. Very, very few people can do it. If you're listening, try it. Because it's one of those, it's very humbling. It's one of those things that, like, yeah, of course I can do it. And then you try to do it and you're like, oh my God, I can like barely get down halfway. It's very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. It shouldn't be hard though. Most people are, you know what I'm starting to say?
No. Most people are what?
Most people don't use their body
Well, I
to
feel
what it's
that
supposed
I'm
to be.
in...
That's a very nice way of saying most people are really fucking out of shape.
Yeah. Well, look at what people do for a living.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's just like very reflective of that. I said it.
Of what?
I said like.
Oh, yeah. You got to make a thing for yourself, too.
No, I'm just going to add it to yours.
Why? That's not very nice. Do you have an actual counter going on?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were just marking it on your...
No, I got a counter.
Have I said it 8 times?
You said it 8 times.
No, I haven't.
Well, 7. I just gave you one of mine. I'll minus it.
Have I really said it that many times?
Yeah.
That's better than the first episode. The first episode, I'm almost embarrassed to put out into the world. What?
You're like gremlin. Blah, 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 blah. No, you don't like that?
Why? Fuck you.
What?
I'm being vulnerable.
It's very vulnerable. You guys, I'm going to share something
I don't
today.
fucking talk like that.
You guys, I'm going to share something today. Like, I woke up this morning and I was so embarrassed. I say like a lot.
Are you done?
Yeah.
God.
Well, I guess I was talking about I'm self-conscious about squatting, so I'm no
Yeah.
idol icon of things to be embarrassed about.
Anyways. What else?
What else? Well, I said, what are we talking about today?
And then we just started talking
and
about
then we
squats.
just started talking about squats.
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah, we almost should come with like a... Fuck. I
What?
said it. You didn't even catch
There we
it.
go. Now you're ready.
We almost should come with a topic list.
Totally.
Yeah.
I was trying to say that. And then you started
Did
the
you?
cameras and you said, we're starting. We're starting now. And I said, what are we talking about?
Yeah, because we just got to get going, you know?
Yeah.
No stopping.
Okay.
One
I
thing
think
I-
it's inefficient.
One thing I've noticed about myself, this is back to the like thing. No. That wasn't me saying like. That was me saying the like thing.
Okay.
Minus that.
I didn't actually hit it.
Okay, good. I pick up on, like, fuck.
Aww.
I pick up on slang and sayings very quickly.
Do you?
Yeah.
I know I did that when we were in Australia and I started saying something and I forget exactly what it was.
There's
but
a couple. I know what you're talking about. There's a couple things.
You took me aside and you said, Lauren,
I also
you
forget.
stop saying that.
I remember I started saying, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Ironically, for a day.
Yeah.
And then I said it for months. And I still say it, I think.
I think we got that from South Park.
Did we?
Yeah, the Butters Pimp episode.
Yeah, I
When
gotta be
Butters
real
became-
careful because I'll watch something like that
So funny.
and I'll start
Know what I'm saying?
making fun. I'll not making fun of it, but I'll be saying that joke, and like when we're talking, I'll just say stuff like that, and then I'll actually start saying it, and then it gets annoying, and it becomes the like thing. I just keep saying, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What's up? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, let's make a little topic list live right now. What else did you want to talk about? What else is going on in
I
lives?
just feel-
Australia?
We're going to Australia.
Excuse me.
We're going to some new places in Australia, hopefully.
And I feel that the development of Australia has grown greatly in the past 4 days.
Yeah,
last
the
week-
thing stressful about Australia is that they contact me while I'm asleep.
You
So
know what
whenever
else?
there's something time sensitive, I wake up just immediately stressed, and I think to myself, I'm going to reply to this right now, but they're not going to see it until they wake up.
And I've been a part of this world for a little while, and I've been a part of worlds similar to it for a long while. But one of the things that I've said to you is it astonishes me how far out everything gets booked.
Yeah. Like years.
We're talking
usually.
for festivals, Fringe festivals specifically.
Well, everything.
Well, everything.
Everything.
But because it's what, 6 months out, you have to be booked, and they want your video examples, they want a show image, they want an explanation, they want your past work, and
Yeah, so-
and it's
For a new work, it's very not accessible.
so how do people make new things? Because for me, in my brain, and maybe this is just my lack of understanding of the industry, but in my brain, and this is kind of what we did, I go, okay, there's a festival here at this date. It's 7 months from now. That's so much time to make a show.
Mm-hmm.
But they want the show to be done 7 months prior, if not already. So it's every day that goes by, this industry makes less sense to me.
Yeah.
It's so it seems so inefficient, and maybe I'm being overcritical, but it blows my mind how it even continues to happen.
I feel, and this is just from observation, and also I don't have a lot of experience. And like the long set of things, I've only been on the international circuit for 2 years. I've been on the circuit for 3 years. I've been professionally working in the industry for 4 years. So I'm still learning every day. I don't know a lot. But from what I've noticed, especially, well, I would say it's for the national and international circuit, is that once you've proved that you have a name that can sell shows, you can do whatever the hell you want. But until you've proven that, it's very hard for anyone to buy any of yours things, regardless of how much footage and stuff like that you have.
Yeah, which I mean that's pretty standard
And it's
across
pretty
all
hard
art industries.
To say, I have this new show, take a chance on it, and it's
Yeah.
not made yet, and try to sell that to someone because they don't know who you are.
Yeah, but I think the thing that blows my mind about that specifically is I understand that, and I agree with that. Like, yeah, if you're a theater or a planetarium, as we're planetarium.
Oh, I want to go to the planetarium so fucking bad.
If you're one of those things, and you have the choice between this person is going to sell out our seats versus not, then of course you're going to pick that person. But some of these festivals have thousands of shows.
Yeah.
Or hundreds of shows. There's not that many shows that are well known.
That being said, though, if you read a description and one of them is, we're a drag show, brand new, but we're going to do parodies of princess characters. And then you get a show like ours that's also brand new, but it's a new idea. It's very unique. The show that they think that they're going to make more profit off of is like, oh, there's a market for the princess drag show because it's easier to sell than these two Canadians coming over with an idea.
So should we do princess drag shows?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that and this is me speaking as a businesswoman and not as an artist, but
business.
the shows that are brand new that do really well, you can see why.
Yeah.
And then the shows that are really good and also brand new that I usually enjoy more, they need to have a couple years of creating a cult following until the mainstream people will take a chance on them.
Yeah.
It's growth, and it depends on the type of person you are and the type of work that you want to make. I'm not interested in making
You don't want to sell
shows that
out.
don't excite me.
Yeah, you
And
don't
to
want to
me,
sell
doing
out.
like a princess drag show,
Which
that
is
might be
fine.
someone's like massive cup of tea and they're so excited about that, but I'm just not excited about that. And I wouldn't say that's selling out. I would say that's following what you're excited about.
Also, this may be a lack of understanding in my world as well. Can you do drag? I thought drag was a guy.
I could be a drag king.
Is that just reversed?
Yeah. But then also, this
There's
is
something
a thing,
less fun about that.
This is a thing that I talk to.
There's something a lot less like
he dressing up as a man.
seeing a man dressed up as a woman just going nuts is a lot more spectacle and entertaining than seeing a woman dressed up as a man for
And
whatever
that's
reason.
probably why it's less popular.
Yeah. I've never even heard the term drag king.
A couple of my friends are drag kings, and they love it, and they have so much fun. But also, you don't see a show about drag kings like RuPaul's Drag Race.
I feel there's less
Exposure.
risk being a drag king.
Well, yeah, because it's you attacking something that's more powerful than you in society, because men are still, like, historically.
Oh, I don't think about that.
Well,
at
no,
all.
if you just think about, like, historically wise, in
Yeah.
regards to, like, patriarchy and things like that, it's a woman taking more power, whereas that if you reverse it the other way, it's a man playing someone who is lesser than them.
Yeah, I'm just thinking
Historically.
about, like, even growing up, if you're a girl and you're a tomboy,
That's fine.
I mean, maybe some girls will make fun of you a little bit, but nothing crazy. If you're a guy, definitely when I was young,
Mm-hmm.
if you're a guy and you dress like a girl, you're going to be called a lot of things you're not allowed to say anymore.
Yeah.
So the risk is just a lot greater.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I would love... I got to restart it.
Okay.
Keep talking. You're on your own right now for about
Yeah.
20 seconds.
But drag is always something that I've been interested about, but nothing that I've really been, like, passionate to pursue. But it's interesting because the very first show that I did, I got a review saying that it was a drag show. Because my character's name was Ted. And in my mind, I was a clown, so I didn't really look like any gender. But people assumed I was playing a man. But I wasn't dressed like a man. My name was just Ted. But I got a really glowing review about how it was a fantastic clown drag show. I was like, oh, that's great. I didn't write it as that. But I think drag is getting broader in what the definition is. Because there was a drag artist on the circuit in Edinburgh this past year. And their whole thing was that they just wore crazy makeup and were a clown. But they were a drag clown because of the makeup that they did. But they weren't trying to be any other gender. They just had really stylistic makeup that was, I think, associated with drag makeup. But then again, in my mind, it's like, how's that drag and not clown? So I think it's just people using labels that they identify with.
I think it's also that the vast majority of people know what drag is.
Yeah.
When people hear clown, they think of birthday clowns.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. Nobody knows who Pachinko?
Pachenko. Well, no one knows who Pachenko is, but people know who Golier is and who Lecoq is.
Hold your mic closer.
Okay, I'll hold my mic closer.
There you go. Who what is?
Golier and Lecoq are like the big clown teachers. Pachenko is a little rock and roll
Lecoq?
Lecoq.
Is that on
Of
purpose?
course you're gonna laugh at that.
Why?
You're such a boy.
It's a clown name.
Lecoq.
Lecoq. Is that actually his name?
It's actually, I think it's Jack Lecoq.
Jack Lecoq.
Jack or John. I think it's Jack.
His name's Jack Lecoq.
Yeah. He's
So
not
he was
alive anymore.
He was born to be a clown. His name's Jack Lecoq.
So pretty much there's
in French, if you were to combine, like, you know when you go stupid English and French and you say both, That's saying Jack the Cock. Jack LeCock. That's like Lil.
Wank.
Lil Wanker is her actual name. Right?
Well, her name's Lillian.
But
yeah.
Lil Wanker? Like, what else are you supposed to do other than become a performer to be a clown?
And a great clown. I love Lil. She's great.
I didn't see her show.
No, you didn't.
But with that kind of name, your destiny is just kind of set for you, you know? It is.
So then, am I doing the wrong thing?
We both have...
I have such an average name. It's
We
something
both
that I've
have
talked about a lot.
Pick your own adventure names, you know?
We do.
We don't have... Lauren Brady has a flow to it.
See, a lot of people say that. I don't really know what that means.
It just...
They like the way it sounds.
Well, my name is Edward McDonald. I sound like I should be running for office in Britain, you know? But Lauren Brady it's a nice name.
Okay. I almost changed it.
Like legally?
I was going to have a stage name, and then I pitched my stage name to my family. And no, specifically I pitched it to my mom. And then my mom said...
Yeah, but your mom...
I love my mom. And then her response, which I think is quite, like, sweet... There, I said it again. I'm on for 3. I said, like, 3 times. Is quite sweet. And I thought about it longer.
What was it?
She said... I'm going to tell you her reasoning first.
Okay.
She said... Because I was going to change my last name because I thought Brady was a very average last name. So... We have another family name that's less.
You ever heard of Tom Brady?
Okay, be quiet. Let me finish my story.
I would say it's above average, but...
I was going to change my last name, and then she said, that would offend your father so much. Like, that would just hurt his feelings, because
yeah, but
it's like
but
the
people,
family name.
A lot of times...
I'm curious about that. And now we're, like, watching The Crown, and they had, like, all these arguments about changing names, and... I've never really thought about it. Well,
it's a little different. You guys aren't British royalty.
No, but I'm just saying...
That's a lot more. But a lot of times people pick stage names to protect their like, government identity.
Yeah. But then when they get big enough, you know all the names anyways. Like, everyone knows Lady Gaga's real name. All you'd have to do is Google it.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah.
What is it?
I don't know. I'd have to Google it. But I know that we could find out.
Yeah, but that's a different level of fame.
Yeah.
But your mom should have a podcast.
About what?
You and your mom on a podcast would be wild.
Crazy.
Put you guys in a horse carriage with some microphones. That was one of the most entertaining horse carriage. Yes, that was great because it was.
My mom has more fans than I do.
For one, it's
everyone
a horse
who
carriage.
meets my mom is an automatic fan of my mom.
Your mom is wildly entertaining. Just being herself. Not even in like any specific way. She just is.
She's entertaining.
She's just fun.
Yeah.
Playing games with your mom is hilarious.
Really?
Yeah. Because you and her are very alike. Like, I think you guys are good. When you're older, you're going to be very similar. She gets very into it, the game, but then as soon as something happens that she doesn't like, she's like, fuck this. And you're like that too. You're both. Well,
if we're not going to win, what's the point? It's like Mario Kart, like, and I'm in 20th.
When we played Secret Hitler?
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
I don't remember.
Remember your mom lost before the game even started?
Well, she couldn't stop laughing. Yeah. She has such bad poker face. If there's a game that involves her lying, she can't do it.
That's where you have a good poker face.
I don't think I do. When I know
you do until you're caught. You're very good at it until, like, when we've had situations, you're good at it until I figure it out, and then you're just done.
I'm done.
Yeah, you don't know how to continue the poker face.
No.
Yeah, you're not a great liar.
No, I'm an awful liar.
Yeah.
I just don't like it.
Don't like what, lying?
Yeah, I don't believe in it.
You don't believe in it? Like, you don't believe it's real?
No, like, I just don't believe in supporting it.
I think lying is necessary sometimes.
No.
Your job is kind of lying. That's
No.
what acting is.
No.
Yeah, it is.
No, that's
What do
the
you
biggest
call it?
thing. It's suspended disbelief. Or
That
imagination.
is a very complex way of saying I'm lying for a short period of
No.
time.
Okay, so this is very technical and something I'm deeply passionate about. But what makes clown and the art form that I pursue magical is that they're honest and they're honestly sharing stories. So it's the opposite of lying. So John, one of my mentors, John, he hates mimes because they're the opposite of clowns.
Who
because
likes
no,
mimes?
just listen. Because mimes mime everything around them and create a world out of lies. So John doesn't respect them. Whereas clowns react to everything honestly. So his big mandate is that if you're a clown, you can never mime anything because you're lying.
I think
need to have the
that's
actual
interesting. Because I've never really thought of mimes as
Professional
lying.
liars. They're professional liars.
What are they lying about? They're not even speaking.
Everything. So if you see, I'm not sure if you've seen an actual mime show or if you've seen an actual
No, I
mime.
don't plan to.
But you know, like the whole bit where like, I'm trapped in a box.
Yeah.
They're lying about being trapped in a box.
Okay,
Or
I
they're
see.
going up a ladder.
They're-
They're not actually going up a
they're-
ladder. They're lying about
So
going
you
up a
could
ladder.
say mimes create their act. Clowns react to create their act.
Kind of. That's one way to put it. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one way to look at it.
I understand that.
Whereas clowns share everything that they're doing on stage honestly. Like it's honest reactions, whereas mimes
yeah,
pretend about everything.
that's a topic we can get into right now. I am genuinely excited to do this clown project we're talking about, specifically because as someone who has been interested in documentaries for most of my adult life.
So are you talking about documentaries or talking about our clown project? Which one?
You'll see what I'm getting at.
Oh my gosh.
It
Hop
is
on. Lock in.
very, very, very rare, like extremely rare, to find a topic as fucking weird and wild as clown that hasn't been looked into deeply from an entertainment point of view. A good example is drag.
Yeah.
Drag and clown, I think, have a lot of similarities in the sense of, hold on, you aren't the same. You kind of are the same. You're dressing up and you're doing wild shit. But the type of people who find clown, real clown, not birthday clown, but what you do and what is taught at fucking universities, by the way.
Not universities, university.
What?
Just the U of A is the only university that teaches clown.
Okay, well, that makes it even better. There's only one place that does it. And the type of people that you find that are very into it, they're all wild human beings. They do this wild fucking thing. They make money in wild ways. And there's this super niche. Like, I went to work a couple weeks ago wearing my Muppet Smoot hat. And Rob was like, where'd you get that? And I'm like, get what? And he's like, your Muppet and Smoot hat. I'm like, you know who Muppet and Smoot are? He's like, yeah, they're geniuses. And I was like, this is such a niche. So it is so niche. But within that niche, it is so, there's a cult following of it within the niche, and the niche is so weird and so different compared to anything else that it blows my mind that no one has tried to do what we're trying to do. And that's why it's exciting. Because it's like, you think of any Netflix TV show that is, or reality series that follows X type of people, like there's like the realtor ones, like the realtors of, if you did that with clowns, everyone would fucking watch that.
Yeah.
Because it's like watching Rick and Morty with real characters. In the sense of, watch these people who are fully sane and pretty normal people, but they're just, for their profession and their passion, they chose to essentially be clowns. You don't need to do another word for it. It's a clown. You chose to be a clown professionally, and you make your... Mike is a university professor, and he's a clown. That wasn't at bring your dad to work job day when I was in grade 3. You know what I mean? Like, that's not something that's presented as a profession.
As a profession, as
and I'm
an
not
option.
saying most people probably shouldn't do it. But
Do you know one thing
it's one of
I
those
know-
things you find out about and you're like, holy shit, this is something
Yeah.
people actually make money doing.
I'm now flattered by this, but when it originally happened, do you remember a couple of weeks ago, we were at the cabin with some friends, and everyone was saying, like, alternate job options for people that they could possibly do. And I was like, oh, what would be, like, my alternate? Like, what are all the things that I could do in this life? And everyone said, you found it. Like, you couldn't possibly do anything else.
Yeah, what was the... Oh, because we were... It started with doctor.
Yeah.
Of who could be
I
a
said
doctor.
I could be a doctor, and then you said
I was
no.
like, no.
I think I'd be great. I'm
You would
very
be-
caring.
That's not what a doctor does. Doctor's not caring. Doctors are analytical, and doctors are cold. Doctors like Patrick, he said it multiple times, that he can just compartmentalize. He just turns off his emotions. I feel like I could be a doctor. I don't think I'm smart enough to be a doctor. That's the issue. But compartmentalization-wise, I could be a doctor. I cannot give a shit about sad things. You'd get through 2 hours of being a doctor, and then you'd start putting makeup on and try to cheer up the kids with clown faces. You'd be a terrible doctor.
I think I could do it.
Maybe you could be one of those people that goes in to.
That's a very hard job.
I'm sure
That's a very hard
incredibly
job.
You're
And
trying to be a clown
Mike
and entertaining and the
trains some of those
saddest thing.
people, and another person in town, Jan Henderson, she trains them, and it's a very specific curriculum that you have to learn, and it's clowning, but I'm not sure if rules is the right terminology, but it's very structured, especially since you're dealing with kids who are dying.
Yeah, because
And their families of the kids who are dying,
You'd
and
have
it's
to be-
really, really hard work.
to the point of clowns are people who react to things, you'd have to be very careful.
You
on
wouldn't
what
be allowed-
you reacted to.
Because the whole goal and mission...
You like unplug someone's thing, like.
No, Eddie, that's really mean. That's a bad
That's
joke.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm
a
saying,
bad
though.
joke.
Is in a TV show or like a Rick and Morty setting, that would be hilarious. But in real life, if that's
like, you
actually your
can't do
job,
that.
you can't unplug people's
Because the
medical
whole
cords.
goal is to make the children and the family feel joy regardless of their current circumstances.
Yeah.
Which is a really hard thing to do.
Yeah, that'd be incredibly difficult.
But
I can't imagine trying to do that.
But my friend in Australia, Luke, I think you met Luke. That's what he does professionally.
He seems like he could do that.
He does that professionally.
Yeah.
And the people who you find
Luke
who
is
do
a
that,
tall dude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a sweetheart. But the people who you meet who do that professionally are probably some of the nicest people you'll ever meet. Everyone who I've met who is a professional hospital clown, they're just so pure. Because you need to be. Whereas I think I would be okay at it, but I would struggle a lot with it.
Yeah.
And then there's also something called, that I know a
clowns.
few people who do it, called Clown Without Borders. And it's an international program where they go.
Clown Without Borders?
It's a charity. It's a non-for-profit
Do
charity.
you know what that's play on words for? It's like Doctors Without Borders. Yeah, okay.
But it's a charity that goes to different situations where people need joy, and especially like kids who are starving or kids who don't have school.
How severe
go.
of situations do they get themselves into? That would
I
be
know
a-
one person who does it, and I talked to him about it, and he said it's an incredibly rewarding experience, but it's very hard because they see a lot of things.
Do we know anybody who does this? We should get them in here. That would be a fascinating
he's based in
conversation.
Italy.
No. I just mean, I mean someone who does clown for hospital situations.
See, one thing that I think is really cool,
'Cause that
but
would
also challenging for things like that, is that I feel very lucky that I have friends all over the world now. Like, I could go to a country and there's good odds that I have a clown friend there. But for things like podcasts, well, I guess
Zimbabwe.
we could bring them in through Zoom or something.
Botswana.
Okay, stop listing things.
Peru.
Yeah, I know some in Peru.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you're allowed to be a clown in Zimbabwe. They got some weird rules down there.
Yeah. Well, I know I can't bring any of my shows to the Emirates. We might be able to bring Gerald to the Emirates.
No. You can barely just go to a lot of places.
I know.
Because you have female parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, but it would be very cool, I think, to have a conversation with
Well, we
any
could
of
talk
those
to Mike
people.
about. Mike trains them, but he doesn't do it professionally. I don't know if Mike's ever done.
It would
that.
just I would be interesting. I would be interested to talk to someone who does it and just ask them about the experience and the situations, because that is something that. Because it's one thing to talk to a nurse or a doctor or someone who is involved in those situations all the time and just learning about the situation itself. But to be a person in that situation and your job is to make possibly like one of the most difficult, shitty situations you can be in. Usually
Someone
it's a family
dying.
because it's a kid.
It's a child
And
dying.
say your job is to make this less shitty. That's tough.
I actually think I know one person in Edmonton who does it. They're also a very nice person.
I'm sure they're.
I haven't met. Yeah.
But it's the same thing as nurse. I know quite a few nurses, and they're all very nice people.
I know a lot of assholes who are nurses. All the nurses that I know are just fucking
If you
bitches.
know Lauren
sorry.
and you're a nurse, you might be a dick.
I know. But this is also, yeah. That's all.
I realized actually Patrick is the first doctor
that you know,
that I've ever known.
like personally.
Like I can
Said it
text.
4 times?
Yeah, I've said it a lot less in the first episode, but
Yeah.
I'm getting better.
You're getting better.
I'm still saying it a lot though.
You have a doctor you can personally text, but he's very good at it in the
Personally,
sense that he
yeah.
refuses to do
Listening
anything
to
for friends.
him. Oh really?
Yeah. Because I know. Oh, but the last time, a couple times ago, I'm not sure if we were there, we were all hanging out at the lake. And a friend in that friend group has a doctor at the same office as Patrick's office, but their doctor was sick. So they said, okay, your physical will be covered by Dr. Curry. And she was like, oh, that's fine. And he rejected to do it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Because
you don't
it's
always
just,
wanna mix
it's
that.
interpersonal. You can't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And also you see them naked and stuff.
right.
He was like, no.
I bet a lot of that is Patrick, and I'm sure many doctors do that.
Yeah.
Is Patrick saying, "I'm not the problem here. You're gonna be weird about it."
Well, no,
'Cause
I
I'm
also think it's just professional protocol.
No, I know, but I'm just thinking in the situation where Patrick sees you naked. I'm sure Patrick's. I see naked people all the time. It's my job. Where
Well,
you walk around going, "Fuck, Patrick saw me naked. That's weird." You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, I think it'd be
Maybe, I'm
weird in
assuming.
any instance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
don't mix friends with.
With putting fingers in your butt.
Yeah.
Yeah. For medical purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Clowns without borders.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we should do. We should just try to get the most obscure.
You could probably follow them around since they're not for profit. If you were looking to do something like internationally, they would totally
that would
accept
be
that.
very interesting. I'm gonna write that down.
You would have to pay for it all because it's a non for profit, but
Ah,
well, like you could look for fundings and
Yeah.
sponsorships, but
Clowns without borders, because that would be. I would watch that.
because the two people who I know who do it,
Hmm.
one of them is a celebrity.
Who?
So you wouldn't know their name.
So
but
they're
they
obviously
did-
not that big of a celebrity.
Well, no, but they did a Disney Plus show. They did a Disney Plus show,
Okay,
and they
so
do
they've
a
already
lot of
kinda
like
done this.
high arts films that if we were in the UK, we would know about it. But but their fame hasn't crossed borders, if that makes sense. Like no one in Canada knows who they are because
The irony.
Canadians just don't care
irony
about
of
high art films
Clowns
made in
without
London.
borders. Yeah.
And I don't know the Disney Plus show that it was on, but a very nice human, very nice individual. But he works for them. Andrea works for them. And just to hear both of them talk about it is quite
Yeah.
magical. So anyone can work for them. But I
Yeah.
just think it's people. I don't think they get paid to do it. So it's purely a volunteer program of these clowns who get trained to then spend months or a month or a couple weeks, depending up to them and the mission and the trip, to cheer up people
who are
don't have resources to
doing great.
Well, it's either they don't have resources to performance, they don't have resources to things that make them laugh and smile.
But that's why those dogs exist too.
Service dogs?
They're service dogs, but they're dogs dedicated to doing exactly what the clown would do. They go into hospitals and they just hang out with a kid that's not in a good situation because it's a puppy.
Yeah.
And you just get to hang out with a golden retriever for a couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Clowns are like puppies.
Yeah.
Unless you're scared of them, then like not really.
Yeah, can you imagine? You're going, we're going to surprise this kid with a clown. The kid just freaks out. Because clowns are quite terrifying.
Yeah.
They are, unfortunately. Definitely depends on the makeup.
Depends on the makeup.
The situation.
Yeah.
Do you see a clown at night? We've joked with this before, like the safest way for you to walk around at night at festivals is to just walk around in your costume.
I disagree with that. I get harassed quite a bit by drunk people when I do that.
Really?
Well, yeah, because one of them,
I guess
I'm
you're
this
also,
beautiful
you're also
ballerina thing that like women either want to like cheer on or grab and play with my hair, and men are like, "What the fuck? That's a crazy looking bitch."
Because you're kind of
princess.
Yeah. You're not really a clown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And men just they do get scared, but they do also comment on it quite aggressively.
You just gotta become scary. If someone calls you out, this is what you do. You just drop all your stuff. You slowly turn towards them, and you just start walking directly at them, and they're not gonna fuck with you. They might punch you, because they're scared, but
no,
but they might run the other way.
I think the thing that you don't quite understand, which is unfortunate.
I'm joking.
Is that there has been like situations where people, when they get agitated, they will be aggressive.
Yeah. What do you mean? I don't know that. I'm a dude. That's half of being a dude. Just the things that
you're recommending, I would never recommend to people.
I'm joking. I'm not recommending you to approach anybody. You're the one who walks around at night with headphones on.
Yeah, that's
and I got pissed off at you about that the other day. I was like, don't do that. That is I don't do that. I don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I got 70 pounds and half a foot on you, and I'm scared to do that because I don't want someone to come up behind me and smack me on the head and take my shit because I couldn't hear them coming.
Yeah.
And you're just, I'll listen to Lady Gaga on my way to work at night.
Yeah.
It's not safe. It's really not safe.
Okay.
It's really, really not safe. If I told your mom you did that, she would be upset.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I will. Maybe at Easter I'll have Thanksgiving I'll have a conversation with your mom.
With my mom.
We need to talk about your daughter and her walking habits.
We need to make a podcast for you.
Bet it'd be the something Mahan.
Mahans.
No, that's not it. You get a lot of things. Naming things isn't one of them.
I know.
Anyways, I think we should call it.
Yeah.
It's about an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, my knees!